I want God to know what my intentions were. I want my grandson to look back and understand I left a mark in this world, that I've uplifted people. I uplifted those who didn't have no voice. You know what I mean? Like, it was a little girl in a school who always felt safe sitting by me. I was a behavior monitor in the school. She would always just come on a bench and sit by me, right? And she would always talk about how she hated her mother's boyfriend. And it made me so angry that I wanted to kill a dude, right? Because I felt like he was making this little girl uncomfortable in the most improper ways, right? She would always just come see me every day, give me a hug, just, and be told and hear stories about life, right? And then when I had to leave the school, I recently found out, and she got removed from the school. Her mom moved around. I recently found out the girl, she transitioned and she took her life, right? And it just put me in tears, because it's like, who protecting these babies? You know what I'm saying? Who protecting these kids? Like, who's the ear in the community to listen to what kids are going through, right? Too many people get these jobs in these schools, in these community centers, in these churches, and they get it to willpower, but not will understanding, right? These are a whole new generation of kids we dealing with. They got societal pressures. They growing up with parents that may not have the same standards that we have from those of us born in the 1970s and 1980s. If you was born in the 1970s and 1980s, consider yourself extremely lucky, because you got the last generation of stable parenting who had ties back to the civil rights movement. And now so many kids deal with things. And so I couldn't even go to the funeral. I couldn't bear it. Like, I just couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? It's so rough and it's so tough. And then it's also, as a father, you deal with the ups and downs of your own children. You know what I mean? You deal with the joy and the light of your own children, and making sure that they're ready for this world that may not give a shit about them. And it's like, it's so sad, because when I was 16, 17, 18, I always knew it was a world where Black people gave a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if we had that no more. Our cultures homogenized, our morals have been homogenized, our standards are non-existent anymore. We don't have Black cultural spaces where the standard is the standard. You know what I mean? We don't have as many Black grandmas as we had when I was a kid, unfortunately. I mean, and the Black grandma was the backbone of the community. The Black grandfather was the backbone of the community, right? Our minds have gotten farther away from the foundational pillars of religion. I'm not saying you got to be a religious fanatic, right? But having a relationship with God, not the church, with God, was something that was mandatory when I was growing up. So even at my lowest, when I was in prison suffering, I got an older video coming out today. I appreciate it if y'all watching it, talking about how I survived in prison and what I endured psychologically. That'll be out today. But just having a one-on-one relationship with God allows you to know that you can overcome trials and tribulations. And I feel like we've removed that over omnipresence of God being the center of our survival. And I feel like kids don't handle pressures as well no more. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com.